Hello, my wellness babes, my powerful manifestors. Welcome back to the manifestation series. I really just want to focus on talking about all things manifestation. So in yesterday's video, which is like a little introduction about manifestation, for now we're going to get more into the nitty gritty, and we are going to talk about the waiting period, right? So let's say you did all the work, you visualized, you said your affirmations, you prayed, you said good karma. And before your manifestation materialized, where you're actually getting what you were calling in the physical, you're most likely, the universe might give you a waiting period. Now, the waiting period depends kind of on you, and it also depends on what's surrounding you, right? So during the waiting period, it could last 1 month, it could last a year, sometimes it can last 2 years, right? There's so much things you can do. Let's say you've been manifesting a very specific home, right? And you have the money, you know where to go. However, there's like a little bit of a pause, right? Number one, here, I'm going to first start with 5 things of not to do during your waiting period. Do not demanifest. A lot of people demanifest, and I do not know why. Meaning that during the time when their manifestation is right there, but they can't get to it, meaning that the universe is putting a pause for reasons that they cannot see, they begin to demanifest, meaning they begin to mess up their connections. They begin to mess up their relationship with God. They begin to get in a very dark space mentally, and that kind of messes with where you're supposed to go, because now instead of looking forward, you start looking backwards. Do not demanifest. Number 2, do not put yourself in a dark place mentally, right? What is yours will always be yours. And sometimes it even gets better, right? So if God is putting you, the universe is putting you in a season of waiting, right? Just trust the divine that there is something that you are not seeing when you're getting towards that manifestation, right? But the waiting period, there is so many things to do, and which I'm going to get onto later. But that's also, do not put yourself in a dark place mentally. Number 3, during your waiting period, do not allow negative people to get in your head, because they're going to use that as an opportunity to try to mess up with your psychology. So instead of focusing on what is coming towards you, you begin to look everywhere else, and then they can go and sneak and try to kill, steal, and destroy. There's actually people like that kind of might see things in a little bit less emotional aspect than you, because you have been doing the work, so you're really connected to it. And they might see like, okay, actually this thing that is coming towards her might take a little bit longer than needed because of so many aspects, right, that put in the picture. I can use my corporate job, for example. I got promoted into a really, really fancy title and a role. However, there are so many things that have to go into it before I can actually assume that role, right? And someone that might not have the best in mind for you might be like, okay, actually, by the time she really gets in that role, it probably will take 3 months to 5 months. So they might try to distract you, right? Don't let them distract you. Don't let anyone get in your psychology or make you look less than. You stand strong in who you are. Number 4 of what not to do during your waiting period. Do not become lazy. Do not allow your waiting period to just make you uninspired and lazy and sluggish, and just make you feel like, oh, it's never going to happen. Oh, whatever. Who did I think I was? Do not allow that. Keep the fire within you. You can become cozy and comfortable, right? But do not allow it to make you mess up your structure. Whatever you did to get the manifestation, right? Keep in that same energy. Number 5, keep your vibe, right? During the waiting period, I have seen so many people just lose themselves. And it's like, why are you losing yourself? Keep your vibe. Like, whatever you're calling in, it is coming. But there is so many layers to it, right? Just when you have a vision to build a house, do you right away just move into the house? Isn't there so many things that have to go into moving into the house? For example, building that foundation, people have to paint it, you have to renovate it, exterminator, landlord, neighborhood. There's so many things that go into it. So, for example, you might buy the land. By the time you move into the house, it's 2 years. So, look at manifestation as building a house. Be realistic, right? You might have bought the land, got the house settled, got the builders, but by the time you sleep in that manifestation, it's gonna take time. So those are things not to do. So what do you do when your manifestation's right here and you're right here, but the universe said pause? Number one, you structure your life. I am sure there's a closet that you didn't clean. I am so sure. And honestly, when you do these things, it's like you're working hand in hand with the universe instead of just waiting. I'm not the type that likes to sit there and just wait for things to fall in my lap. Like, oh, okay, the universe will bring it to me. I'm not passive. When it comes, maybe some things I can be passive with, like, oh, okay, like that one is like, I'm not gonna like hyperfixate on it. For example, my love and relationships. Like I have a Pisces friends, like them, they're gonna like Pisces love that love right now. So they're gonna like do everything to get that love. But me, I'm like, okay, that one is a little bit more sensitive and I don't want to add my Scorpio. I got things in my head. I don't want to be toxic. So I'm just gonna probably allow God and the universe to kind of bring that in. But when it comes to my manifestations, I'm going to work hands in hands with the universe in order to probably quicken the process or make the waiting period a little bit more elevated, right? So number one, I'm sure there's a closet in your room that you have not cleaned, right? Number two, I am sure there are things on your calendar or emails you have not replied to, and sometimes that will help the universe bring it quicker. It's like, no, actually connect with this person. This person can bring you here. This person can bring you here. And that will like literally quicken the process. I am sure there's a book you didn't read that might clear your head. So while, things are fixing up in the unseen world and things are fixing up in the physical realm, you are able to move things forward. I am sure there's a business that is very easy to create. For example, I am currently in a waiting period of wanting to renovate this new house. It's a new home and wanting to get another property because I'm really into real estate, right? So I started a YouTube channel, huge time manifestation, something that I've been wanting to do for so long, but I never had the time and the energy to put into it. And those are things you can literally manifest while you're in the waiting period. I am still 100% focused on the house, my job title, and the car, those bigger picture things, and my wedding that I want in Italy and all that stuff. However, there's so many things in the in-between, right? Number three, this is the best time to become intentional. I do not understand why you don't love the waiting period, because now you can become so intentional about how you want your house to look. You can become so intentional about how you want your vibe to feel. You can go shopping. As you can see, I have my own personal style, and I really developed it during my waiting period. You can develop your own personal style. You can do so much that you don't even see it as a waiting period. So by the time you get your manifestation, you're like, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Like, it's like a huge surprise. It's not even going to feel like you've been waiting on this. It's going to feel like a gift from the universe. You want things to feel like a gift from the universe. You don't want to feel like, oh, okay, like I've been knew this was going to happen. Like it kills the vibe. You want it to come to you and you're like, this is a gift. Do you know why it's a gift? Because I was like so focused on building my dream body. Use the time to build your dream body. I was so focused on, cleaning up my brands. I met so many people. I've met so many friends. I've grown my hair that like, I remembered this is what I'm getting, but I kind of forgot. Because I've done so much in between work that my whole life has changed and transformed. And that will support the universe towards your manifestation, right? So what the universe will do is that they'll be like, okay, actually, she doesn't need it right away. So it's going to give the universe time to make sure that you have a seamless transition. You don't want to transition to your manifestation limping. You don't. You don't want to have a rocky transition. You don't want to go from one position to the other, but it's like it kind of didn't feel good because it didn't happen in a very classy way, right? So if you can work with the universe towards your manifestations, right? You can be able to enjoy the ride. You don't want your life to be up, down, side, side, up, down, side, side. It's just not fun. It's not fun and it doesn't feel good. So that is it for today. So make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. Bye.
Watch it. Music.